Hello all you beautiful people in Webtown, and welcome back to another Malibu Monday here on Crypto Comics. Today, in the Halloween spirit, we are going to cover the 4-issue Ultraverse miniseries, Lord Pumpkin, featuring a surprise appearance by Marvel Comics' God of Mischief. This is Loki. I think you all recognize him. You know him. For the Crypto Knights out there, for all the Ultra Heads out there, I know you know my man, Lord Pumpkin. And we are just going to dive right into this jack-o'-lantern-headed gem of a comic. Because I love me some Lord Pumpkin. And we're going to get into it. And this is actually drawn really, really well for a comic book about a guy with a pumpkin head. So if you have not watched the God Wheel epic saga here on Crypto Comics, you need to get into the Malibu Ultraverse playlist, and you need to check that out before you watch this. And I'm also going to recommend you watch the Origin of Lord Pumpkin video, also in the Malibu Ultraverse playlist. All of these videos are a bit of a requirement before you get into the Lord Pumpkin miniseries itself. Because myself and the Crypto Knights, we intend to move through this rather swiftly, so I'm not going to read all of this little gem here, but you know, obviously, because this is all like the plot from God Wheel. And we can skip that. So here's the candle still burning, that delicious green candle that he craved so very much. Yes. What was his voice? Yes, my precious. I have found you at last. I've been wandering through these accursed tombs for days. I could hear you calling to me, but my size has been a nuisance, climbing over all these damn tombs. But now we're reunited. Once again, you are mine! So he's really tiny, right? If you didn't notice. Little tiny pumpkin here, right? With his little hands. He comes running around. He gets it. No! Kendall is mine! Kendall is mine! Never! Only one may possess the candle. Is you to die. Scream! Ah! Unhand me, beast! You have no right to my candle. You are a mockery, a pathetic rat that ate a seed which fell from my brethren's split head. You are a monstrosity, a freak. No! I the pumpkin! I the pumpkin! So there were a ton of them in the God Wheel. You gotta, if you didn't watch it, it's your own fault. I the pumpkin! Screech! Yes, you are a pumpkin, but I am Lord Pumpkin. Whoosh! Whee! Whether I be 6 feet tall or 6 inches, I am not to be trifled with. While you, my pretender to the throne, are a dead rat. I love it. But back to the problem at hand, my size. I must return to the crucible of life for the Rock's egg. Again, God Wheel. God Wheel. So he's going to take this, right? And it's basically a time travel device. Well, okay, it's not a time travel device. It allows him to travel through not dimensions, through the God Wheel. It's a giant wheel in space. It's like imagine if the Earth sat on the whole galaxy and it was so vast that you never got to the other, I can't even say worlds because it's the God Wheel, right? It's just a giant wheel in space filled with different civilizations, but they aren't aware of each other, really. It's complicated. Again, God Wheel. Sorry. So he goes here. You, horned one. Did you transform Vadala? So here we finally get Loki, and I just want to say that I love the artwork. This is art by Kyle Hotz, and Kyle Hotz has done just a really, really great job here. And maybe we should say that Fav, I can't quite tell who did the inks there. That's an interesting name. People in the 90s were doing weird things, like going by fake names when they're just a colorist or an inker. See, this was colored by the Wolfpack with Salvador Mancha. Did a great job, but who's the Wolfpack? Who was Food Hammer? They did Solitaire. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off track here. This right here, the Eliminator, we are going to do the Eliminator. Not looking forward to this guy versus a Terminator 800. I don't know what is going on. It's going to be brutal, as my guess. But I did find the very rare all black blackout cover. It's kind of cool. I'll show you guys in the future. Iago. Oh, wait. I got to do a voice for him. Oh, we've got to make him sound like whatever his name is. I don't even know. Tom Huddleston. That's his name. Tom Huddleston. Iago, didst thou hear something? Perhaps I shall have more wine.
Do you have such powers of transformation? Answer me, damn it. I am Lord Pumpkin.
Lord of the pumpkins thou may be, but Loki is god of everything else, especially sodomy. I made a little rhyme there just because I wanted to. It's not actually written there. I like to play my Loki like he's in a John Waters film, like he's Divine Son from Pink Flamingos.
Oh, forgive me. I was unaware that such stupidity still walked the halls of Vadala.
Boosh! Pathetic.
Don't you dare. Do you hear me? Damn you, don't.
I've not killed you because you have offered me the only entertainment since I became trapped on this dead rock.
My candle,
But I have grown bored with you as well, my little vegetable.
Trapped?
For some reason, my powers have been altered by this reality. I cannot travel across the universe and dimensions at will as I could in my home reality, visiting many, many men. But your death should be of greater concern to you than my bedroom boredom.
Wait! I have a solution. But first, you must promise to give me something in exchange. Something more than just sparing my life.
You are in no position to barter.
And you are in no position to refuse. Promise.
Loki promises.
As I knew you would, there is a place light years from Vadala called Earth. It is filled with beings of power, but it is also a playground ripe for beings like you and me to bend to our will. There are no limits to the riches and pleasures which lie there. No limits. You know what I mean. Lots of men. And trans women.
It is a trans woman, okay? The case is in a woman's body. This is a man trapped in a woman's body and loving it. And no thunder god. But what good does this little gold mine do me if I am
trapped no more? This is not my true size. If you make me as I once were, I will trade you Rock's Egg. It will allow you to teleport anywhere with a thought.
Anywhere? Because there's a fabulous shoe sale at Barney's this afternoon. But it's so far. The deal intrigues me. Let us see what this bauble has to offer. But first, let us make it into a form more suitable to the God of Mischief. Oh, a delightful little ring. Oh, yes, it does look rather becoming, doesn't it?
The egg is attuned to me. He shouldn't be able to hold it, let alone change its shape. Who is this creature that commands such power? We had a deal, Loki. I've given you the universe. Now give me what I want. Don't turn your back on me. Make me tall again. Make me as I once was.
Yes, as you once were.
No.
Bum, bum, bum.
No.
Continued next month. But not here at Crypto Comics, because next month was 25 years ago. Welcome to issue 2 of Lord Pumpkin. And so, this little girl's just kind of running around in the cornfield and comes up here and finds him tied there. And the crow is going to be heavily involved in this, just so you boys know.
Caw! Child, free me.
You can talk? Mommy! She returned on the second day, kept at bay by fear, but driven by her curiosity and her loyalty to her one true friend.
Hush, Mr. Muffin. He might hear me. You might, please, child, help me down. I have done no wrong. Are you really a scarecrow who can talk? Will you be my friend? I'll be your friend. Just let me down.
So she doesn't let him down. Instead, she throws an amazing tea party for Mr. Muffin and Pumpy, who she calls Straw, and just leaves him stuck there. But, curiosity, she knows he's out there. She just wants to be able to see him, to see her candle like she can see his. It's a big mistake, little girl, but eventually, she's going to make the mistake of coming out and letting him down, and that's the last thing you want to do. Because he dives down, and he goes in, and he attacks her family, and frightens her, terrorizes her. I don't know I don't know what's going on there. Sorry. The father comes in, he stabs him with the pitchfork. Right in front of the kid. This is so horrible. And then just whooshes him. Fries him with the green flame right in front of the poor child. Goes out, stitches him up, and the crow gives him just a ton of trash for this, as he should. The crow has a moral conscience, but as you can see, Lord Pumpkin does not, and he is happy to strangle this child to death for his own enjoyment.
Why, you monster? Why? Killing the child has gained you nothing. Do you hate yourself so much that you must destroy everything good? Careful, bird. In your position, you should think twice before slinging insults. Caw! You cannot kill me. And why not? Because then you'll never know where I came from, or how it is that a crow can talk, or why it is that I saved you. Friend Crow, I am sorry to say that on this day, you have piqued my interest. Come, Crow, for we are all the other has, and we are off to find my father, the magician. He will give me a new body. We're going for a walk. We're going for a walk. We're gonna go for a walk.
See, we just got to get through that one. That was important. Boom. Lord Pumpkin, issue number 3, featuring the fantastic origin of Lord Pumpkin, which we can actually skip because we've already reviewed that, as I suggested you watch before you watch this Lord Pumpkin video this Halloween season. Black September, it's coming up next year. See, we're gonna take a break from Malibu Ultraverse for a while. We're gonna have to. Can't do Black September in February, right? That doesn't make any sense. So we take a break. So we got a night going out. The artwork has changed dramatically in this issue, and I would say probably not for the better. No offense, Jeff Lafferty. I like how you draw Lord Pumpkin, but this was a pretty dramatic change from my boy Kyle Hott's work on the first 2 issues. And this could work for me if it wasn't this story, because this was interesting. So Lord Pumpkin's fighting this knight. He's having flashbacks to the God Wheel. He's just, this is kind of like a big flashback issue where he remembers how he was made and how he killed the prince's son. Spoiler alert, I told you to watch the origin of Lord Pumpkin. You can see it all here. It's very, very nicely colored, probably by a guy named, Chubby Matrix or something like that, just made up team name. I don't get it. Team Ramrod. This is all great. All this stuff with Lord Pumpkin looks really, really fantastic. I really love the trees. How naughty is that tree? How naughty. Get Loki in here. Oh, Loki, when he sees that necklace, he's going to be simply enchanted. I'm home. So it turns out that my boy, Lord Pumpkin, has finally made it home. And it gets even more wild than that. Believe it or not, he's going to go in here. A crow, fly, fly. He's going to kill a knight. This is really beautifully laid out, really well drawn. I love this. To be continued, right? And it will be continued in, that's right, Lord Pumpkin issue number 4. The Queen is dead. Long live the Pump. And this is the limited special edition version, which I did happen to pick up for 50 cents. Actually, yeah, I got this one for 50 cents also because I'm extremely lucky, extremely blessed. Praise God for an amazing comic shop, an amazing local comic shop where you can get everything you ever wanted from the 90s for 50 cents pretty much. And so last week we covered the Necromantra miniseries, which was issues 1 through 3. And now we have Lord Pumpkin issues 1 through 3 and issue 4, which is also basically the end of the Necromantra series. What am I talking about here? Because you got to understand it. See, it turns out that our boy, Lord Pumpkin, has actually, he's not only gone home, but it turns out that that is where Necromantra has been this whole time. So if you didn't watch last week's Malibu Monday with the Necromantra miniseries, you got no clue what I'm talking about. And there's Mantra right there. Not Necromantra, just regular Mantra. Right there, Eden. And Lucchese. Lucchese in Eden's body. Very forward thinking. Oh, look at that. See, this, again, there are big things coming up following Black September here on Crypto Comics, courtesy of Malibu Comics. And you're never going to get to read any of this without just finding it yourself. They're never going to release this ever. Marvel owns all of it. They're never going to give it away now, like Anthony Kiedis wants them to do. It's rude. Okay, so he has an appointment with Queen Marina, who is Necromantra. Pump it up. And so we're just going to have a battle, right? Because this is what happens. Whoosh. Lots of fighting. And as you can see, the artwork has changed dramatically. I'm glad they put chapter 2. That was smart of them to do. I'm not going to read any of this because I don't really care about it because, it's just like this weird medieval time travel thing that happened that's cool, but this is non-essential reading material when it comes to the Ultraverse and really like when Marvel took it over and the characters invade, and that's really the main focus that we're going to try to have when we get into Black September next year. That's really what it's going to be all about, is the changes that Marvel made. And this is just kind of like a fun little story, as you can clearly see. But I'm not going to take the time to read all this because, we're going to hit just like the highlights here, right? Now, you horrid thing. Oh, wait, that's his voice. Now, you horrid thing.
Get away from me.
What? Come back here.
Haha, sorry, Red. Losers, weepers.
What is this?
Where am I?
You wish to regain your throne and defeat the usurper, Lord Pumpkin. This bauble will help you do both if you turn Necromantra over to us.
Twist my arm, pal. Give it to me, and she's yours.
So they're about to foolishly give Lord Pumpkin one of the Infinity Stones, or Infinity Gems, whatever you want to call it.
Chapter 3, The Return of the King. This contains enormous power. Used to augment your candle, the force will be devastating.
What will?
This gem.
I am to offer servitude in exchange for this glowing bauble of a child?
I love that they use the word bauble. That word is exclusive to the Ultraverse, for sure.
Do not question our word, Pumpkin. We do not deal in lies and deception. True. I must admit that even I trust your lot. So then, let us see what this will do. For yes! Such power! Such enormous power! I have never felt so alive!
Just gonna walk around with this giant glowing red head.
Perhaps a test to satiate your doubts.
Yes, the trees. Shoom! Incinerated instantly! I will bring you the prize Necromantra. She will beg for mercy at my feet. My kingdom shall beg at my feet. Everyone shall beg at my feet. Now teleport me and the crow back to the castle.
Ba-doom!
Your savior has returned.
For Lord Pumpkin! Fight, you scum! Fight for Lord Pumpkin! To the pumpkin!
Slay them! Slay them!
So, yeah, you know how it's gonna go, right? But she's still got, like, the emotional attachment to the little girl, big time here, because, she killed her father and then raised her as her own. What a bitch.
What's the problem, your royalness? After all, it's only our third date, so I wore a little protection. You want the name of my tailor? Boosh! Ah!
This is what happens when Lord Pumpkin gets his hands on an Infinity Gem.
Lady Ariel, come back here. There's danger.
I'm not afraid.
Shield can't last much longer. You can't hurt me in here, Red. It's better than armor. Maybe a different strategy will. But the only difference between armor and a cage is mobility.
Huh? This thing's getting heavier. Let me up.
Gladly. Just drop the exoskeleton.
You'll kill me.
Not if he doesn't drop it soon, I won't. I've barely enough power to... What now?
You who are called Necromantra, you who were pledged to us from birth. Now you are ours. To regain our property is our right. To bargain is our purpose. You are freed, Lord Pumpkin.
I was just gonna finish her. No, you have no right. And outside the castle, two opposing factions likewise clash.
Down with Queen Mariana! Get the Lord Pumpkin!
Okay. It's so stupid. There's a guy with a pumpkin head who's from a medieval world. Where's Ash? How can we not get Lord Pumpkin versus Ash? What the hell?
Prepare for acquisition. So prepared.
No.
No, please don't take her.
We must. It is our right. It is our purpose.
Take me instead. Please. Hurry. Why?
Denied. You are valueless.
Oh, how many men have said that to a woman?
Because my father loved you, Marina. Go, Ariel. I'm very weak and very hungry.
I'm a demon.
I share my name with a brave knight. I'm not afraid. Rah, father!
Begin the acquisition.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Our deal is done. You have the witch, and I have the gem. It's time for you to take your leave.
Yes, the deal is done, Pumpkin. We would not consider staying in your presence for a moment longer than would be necessary.
Very well. And make certain you take all your trash with you, including this dead little girl. Lord Pumpkin is no one's garbage collector or babysitter.
As you wish, Pumpkin.
As you wish, Lord Pumpkin.
Hear me. Queen Marina is dead. I am neither a kind nor forgiving king. I would just as soon kill you all than waste the breath to speak these words. But today I am not feeling myself at all. Today I am feeling good.
But I can see you are unconvinced. Perhaps a display of my power and goodwill.
Oh, surrender now and you shall live. I will not offer a second time.
We have won the day. Hail, Lord Pumpkin. All is lost.
I promise that if you swear servitude now, no harm shall befall you or your families. I promise. Caw! Promise, Straw.
You.
Just like you promised not to hurt me or my family if I let you off the cross. Just like you promised to be my friend.
Stupid child. I killed you once, I shall kill you again. What's this? The gem has no effect on you. The horned man who sent me protects me. Besides, you can't kill what's not alive. The horned man made me move and think, but he couldn't give me a soul.
So I'm just like you.
Horned man! Loki! No! Stay back!
I have the gem. You can take it now, Horned Man. He said he could have taken it from you at any time. But for him, doing it this way would be more fun. So Loki has got the gem back. Moonlight limbs the world like a shroud. The air is cold, and the night is vast, and the road is long, and there seems no end but the grave. Oh, is Necromantra gonna let Lord Pumpkin off the cross? You'll have to stay tuned for Malibu Mondays on Crypto Comics to find out exactly what happens in the future of the Ultraverse. But this, my Crypto Knights,
has been Lord Pumpkin and Necromantra doing their thing like you wouldn't believe. Pretty amazing. A spectacular Halloween treat for each and every one of you frightening ghosts and goblins in Webtown. And it's been my pleasure to provide it to you because I know Marvel Comics is never gonna let you read the Ultraverse. They own it all and they don't care. They don't want to do anything with it. But your boy Crypto, he'll share it with you as a sweet treat for Halloween. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, then hit this bell down here, and a pack of childish rapscallions will smash the jack-o'-lanterns at your neighbor's house this Halloween. Now go watch your favorite scary movie and tide yourself over until I return with another Halloween-centric comic this autumnal season, right here on Crypto Comics.